Thank you very much for joining me on this Friday. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. This has been a crazy hurricane season. Remember August? No name storms, and then everything flared up, and here we are in November, still tracking a couple tropical waves. One moving by now. There's another one back there. You see that blob there? I'm going to keep an eye on that. So we're going to see a couple tropical waves. I'm not seeing signs of development. I'll get into that in a second, but nonetheless, look near Aruba, Bonaire, Curaçao, northern Colombia over by the forest, Venezuela. This tropical wave feeding in moisture even right now near St. Lucia, close to Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Trinidad and Tobago. Still kind of active Guyana and Suriname. And then look at this here. This is ahead of the tropical wave. This is all actually working into Nicole, and I'll get to Nicole in a second, which made landfall very early yesterday in Florida. So there's quite a bit going on. We have this area here near Jamaica, this area here near the ABC Islands, and we have another tropical wave that is going to be entering. So two tropical waves plus what's left of Nicole. So keeping an eye on Belize, Honduras down the road. We're going to see a better chance of rain. I'm keeping an eye on you. Costa Rica, Panama, scattered showers and storms. Let's move forward. Taking a look at this. Again, as we go through the day, this is 4 p.m. today. This is where the heart of the action is. Not that we're not going to have some scattered showers over toward Puerto Rico today, Anguilla, Montserrat, Jamaica, that chance of some showers as well. But this here is with that tropical wave, and this here is kind of with that tail end moisture of a very long feeder band that is really feeding into Nicole up to the north, even keeping an eye on the Cayman Islands. So those are the two spots I'm watching for some isolated flooding areas as we go through the day. Let's move you forward. All right, this is Saturday, 3 in the afternoon, and you see it there again. Here is that moisture there. Now, part of this is with that tropical wave that's moving in, and still more moisture here, and there's that second tropical wave. So Trinidad and Tobago, hopefully some of this rain stays offshore because, again, that flood threat will be on the higher side. Increased rain chance still ABC Islands, Venezuela, Colombia, and then watching over here, anywhere from the southern Bahamas, even central Bahamas. I'll keep an eye on the Turks and Caicos, south through my friends in Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, even the Dominican Republic. Some showers and storms through here. This is on our Saturday. Still Belize, not a whole lot. Let's move into Sunday. Now Sunday, as this first tropical wave progresses, you see a little more green here. There's another tropical wave, so quite a bit. So this sector starts to get some rain. Nothing crazy. I know we're still obviously, we're going to be dealing with it for a while. The cleanup, the recovery efforts from Lucia and Belize, scattered rain and storms on our Sunday as that next tropical wave moves in. Not seeing any development from it, organized development. Cayman Islands, Jamaica, Haiti, scattered showers. And here's another tropical wave. So as we get into next week, we're going to be watching this area here and this area here. We'll see if this does flare up a little bit as we go forward. Let me just bring you out into Monday. So you see a little more rain over here and then just very active overall. Here's the tail end of that front up there. And then you see here, we'll be watching this next. That is going to increase the moisture as we get into next week. Again, this is Monday by 4 o'clock. And even see over toward Puerto Rico early next week, the British Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, better chance of rain. And then more showers and storms here. So no organization. That is the good news, and a scattering of showers and storms, but we need to watch some spots for that flood potential because it is going to be so active through the end of November. You see many areas that we're watching out there. So I hope I covered that, and I'll dive into that specifically as I watch things develop. I'll get into that even more specifically for you. All right, this is just through Sunday. As far as the rain is concerned, you see through Aruba, Curaçao, Bonaire, near Trinidad and Tobago, those brighter colors, that's all you need to see. And even watching near Guadeloupe and Dominica and Martinique, hopefully it stays dry since we've had a lot of flooding in spots. But these brighter colors, that could be upwards of 100 millimeters or more of some rain. So isolated flood threat will stay with us. It just depends on where the scattering of rain and storms sets up. But again, watching back through here, of course, with this system. Now, as far as the wave heights go, nothing too terribly high. Central Caribbean, a little bit better. Eastern Caribbean and the Western Caribbean, I should say, we're seeing those wave heights at a couple meters. A little bit increased as we get into the Eastern Caribbean, just behind that tropical wave. And of course, the seas, they're still very rough, needless to say, over toward parts of the Atlantic, the Western Atlantic, with what's left of Nicole. And I'll get to that in just a second. So the forecast stands like this. More rain in our southern sections as we go throughout the day today. 75 millimeters or more, that's 3 inches of rain or more, and just watching out for some areas of flooding, but a better chance of rain St. Lucia south. So the forecast I was talking about yesterday with you is panning out. Scattered showers and storms, Guadeloupe, Haiti, Jamaica, even as we work our way over toward the Cayman Islands. And again, not neglecting over toward the Western Caribbean, just kind of focusing on where the action is now. And as I was showing you with the computer model, we'll see more rain as we get toward Belize, Honduras, as we get down the road. So today, to spell it out, watching the ABC Islands for that flood threat. Jamaica, the rain chance increasing. I showed you some of that moisture working in, very close to the Cayman Islands. Could also include parts of Haiti. Next week, we're going to watch the Western Caribbean as that tropical wave moves in, and then the Eastern Caribbean with a second tropical wave, but I'm not seeing any signs of a true tropical development at this time. It's going to be very borderline, so I'll monitor that. If anything spins up or I see anything that I think will even spin up, I'll let you know right away. So St. Vincent and the Grenadines for today. 29 degrees, about 50% chance of the rain and storms, an active pattern, scattered storms, and it will be breezy. Winds east at about 40 kilometers an hour. Jamaica, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, about a 60% chance of rain and storms. Keep me posted on the comments, whether we're getting some of the rain over by Falmouth, Kingston, wherever, Montego Bay. Let me know what's going on where you are in Jamaica for today. This here, what is left of Nicole, tying into the front. That was the front we were talking about. You see it right there, drawing all this moisture in. With that, over toward parts of Virginia and the Carolinas today. Maryland, look at the rain. Let me take off the satellite, put on the radar here, and you see here just feeding in a tornado threat through here with what's left of Nicole. Not really tropical in nature at this point, but they're going to deal with flooding and a tornado threat over toward West Virginia, and even creeping into parts of Pennsylvania and Maryland as the day goes on. That's what's left of Nicole. Now, this time of year is usually very quiet, and as we well know, it hasn't been at all. Look at this. November into December, rarely do we get a couple named storms, let alone one in the month of November. So climatologically speaking, it should be quiet. It is not. So that's why I do this channel for safety, and I will keep you posted on everything I'm seeing out there. Thank you for being part of this weather community. Thank you for sharing it. I know a lot of you have been sharing it, and I do appreciate that. I see that. Have a good day ahead.